Hey, this is your boy King, David and Goliath Music, beatclass.com, and this is The Dose. Remember, it's like musical medicine, so make sure you take your meds. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. When you listen to music in your home recording studio or in your professional recording studio, do you think that you're listening to your speakers? Do you think that you're listening to the drum kit that comes from your computer? Do you think that you're listening to your keyboard? I'm going to give you a second to answer that question. Okay. If you said yes, that I'm listening to my speakers, or I'm listening to the drum sounds, or I'm listening to the keyboard, I'm going to have to tell you that you're sadly mistaken. When you're in your recording studio, and look at this box, this is the room you're in. These are the speakers. Really not a good drawing job. This is your computer, and this is your keyboard. When you're in your recording studio, you're not listening to your speakers, you're not listening to your drum kit, you're not listening to your keyboards, you are listening to the room. Alright? And that's why it's very important to tune your room. Okay? The way that audio works is that it travels and it reverberates within the room. I taught you a lesson about reverb. Okay? And what ends up hitting the listener's ears, you see that little guy right there? That's I'll give him some Will Smith ears. Shout out to Will Smith. All right. What actually happens is that sound bounces off the walls, and you're listening not to the sound bouncing off the walls, but to the quality of the room that you're recording in. All right. That's why all professional recording studios are treated, and treated means that they are treated for sound, for the maximum amount of sound control, so that you take out any false sound that's in the room and you get an actual true, or what's called a flat response room. So now we have to learn how to treat our home studios if you want to get that professional recording studio sound. Now if you're just a hobby musician and this doesn't interest you, no problem at all. I want to show you to begin how to treat your home studio so that you can get a very near or actually the same as a professional studio. Alright, now first thing we want to look at is how sound operates. Alright, it definitely reverberates throughout the room. So anytime that you have glass surfaces in your room, they need to be eliminated. Alright, the other thing is you want to get rid of 90-degree angles. That means corners. Why? Because sound gets trapped in that corner. So can you imagine this sound coming here, and it comes from the speakers and it just pools right here in the corner. So what we want to do is eliminate the 90 degrees. Got it? Alright. The other area that we usually have problems with sound is the ground, the floor. What is it that changes the sound about the floor? Let's say you have a hardwood floor. Well, guess what? That surface is going to reflect sound, right? That's why a lot of studios have carpet. Okay, then the third thing I want to talk to you about is the ceiling. Now we can't see. I didn't draw this 3D, so it's not coming out. But the ceiling, usually most ceilings are way high. I'm standing at 6 foot. I've got another 3-4 feet to my ceiling, right? So that's why we drop ceiling and then we treat the ceiling. So if you ever seen or been in a professional recording studio, you'll see that the ceiling is usually treated with some kind of sound dampening or sound damping equipment. All right. So here we're gonna go. We're gonna review. You're not listening to the sounds that come out of your speakers. You think you are, but you're really not. You're listening to the sound of your room. Okay? And I challenge anyone at this moment, if you put me into a room that is treated and I have the worst equipment, I can come out with a better sounding mix than someone who's in a room that is not treated and has the best equipment. Got it? So, I mean, I can challenge you that, and I can with certainty tell you that I will come out with a better mix. So if you want to get a really good professional mix in your home studio, it's time that we have to start making these treatments to our room so that we have a good listening environment. That makes sense? Okay, good. So let's just review what we talked about. You're not listening to the speakers, you're listening to the room. You want to eliminate 90-degree angles, right? Because the sound gathers in those corners. Anywhere there's glass, you need to cover that with sound damping equipment. Floor should not be hardwood or anything reflective. It should be carpet. All right? And finally, the ceiling needs to be lowered, right, to contain the sound. So we need to go from our tall, whatever, 9 feet ceilings and drop them down to maybe about 8 or 7.5. All right? And treat them with sound damping equipment. All right, so let's do this. Let's talk about some more. We're going to be going over this over the next couple of days. And I'll help you out and get you sounding good, get your room sounding good. All right, this is your boy King over at beatclass.com, David and Goliath Music. This has been The Dose. It's like musical medicine, so make sure you take your meds. All right, one love, peace.